Before we jump in, we want to give a huge thank you to our subscribers. Joe Grammer, Emery Norris, Dennis Keeler, Scott Garwick, and Alex Bell. Your support truly helps keep the podcast rolling.
Now, if becoming a subscriber isn't in your budget right now, there's no worries. The best way you can still help us out is by leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast platform. It only takes a minute and makes a big difference in helping others find the show. Thanks for being part of the ride.
Well, it's time for Road Adventures with Cycling Men of Leisure, the podcast for cyclists who understand that riding is not just about getting to the destination, but the experience along the way. Now, here are the original Cycling Men of Leisure, Adam and Michael.
Welcome to Road Adventures of Cycling Men of Leisure. As usual, I am Adam, and once again, I am lucky enough to be joined... Did I just hear some whiskey? I am lucky enough to be joined with my good friend, all the way near Kansas City, Missouri, Mr. Michael Sharp.
Hey, Adam. Happy to be here. How you been?
Excellent. I'm excited. This is we've been working hard on this show.
A lot more prep into this show. But before we get started, you notice I'm wearing a very festive hat.
Oh,
Merry Christmas. For those of you that can't see, it's a stocking cap, says Merry Christmas. And look at that.
Oh, it lights up.
It lights up. Yeah, that's right.
Is it rechargeable or does it just have some batteries?
I think it's just got batteries in it.
Wow.
But I'm wearing this because
yes,
this is would be the third Cycling Men of Leisure holiday gift list. For the cyclist, for the general person of leisure in your life, we've got something for everybody.
Oh, we do. I would agree.
We're getting better. I mean, every year we get better and better ideas.
I want you to know, as an early gift, I got you a DeBrim pen.
That's the old DeBrim pen, and it probably doesn't work.
It does work, actually, and I wouldn't give it away.
That's right. It's probably the only pen in your office that does work.
I do have brand new, fresh from my office, a Let's Transportation government pen. So, oh, man.
Those are supposed to be given out to other people to promote your company.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. But as I was trying to sign something, and then I ended up putting it in my jacket, and then it ended up in my office. And so I'm promoting.
You're the guy at the bank. I get it. I don't have any pins at home. Let me steal a couple from my bank.
That's why they put the string on there. The chain. Excuse me, sir. Could you please put our chain back?
And sir, that's hooked to the desk. Thank you very much.
That's right. That's right. How's the family?
Family is good. Yeah, I mean, things are going good.
Good.
All things considered. We'll leave it at that.
Do you? Yeah. Are you going to Fort Scott for Thanksgiving?
We're going to Fort Scott a couple of days before Thanksgiving. We're actually going to be spending Thanksgiving Day with my family. My sister's coming down from Wisconsin, and I'll bring my mom, and so we'll all be there. We have not had Thanksgiving Day dinner together in years.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, it'll be good times. So,
are you guys going to have ham?
No, I think we're just going to have turkey. I wish we were going to have ham. I'm a big ham guy, but we're kind of a traditionalist family, so we'll of course have turkey.
Did I ever tell you about the vote in our family? The vote? Did I ever tell you the story?
The vote? No.
So many years, I'm not a big turkey fan. I could care less about Thanksgiving turkey. Now, every now and then somebody does smoke a turkey or someone fries a turkey, like turkey legs at Renaissance Festival. But like just a piece of sliced turkey on my plate
is the best.
Oh God. I knew I liked you, but I A sliced piece of turkey is like chewing on cardboard for me.
Oh, not if it's cooked right, baked right.
Okay.
No.
Baked. Well, that's okay. I mean, you like what you like. So, anyways, let me tell the story here.
Okay.
This is a podcast about stories, and those who are not watching can listen with their ears. So, anyways, every year I was a big proponent for ham, and many years my grandfather would say, "Well, no, Thanksgiving is about turkey." And so, finally, one year we caved, and I noticed that I shouldn't say nobody, many people did not touch the turkey, and I looked around on the table. And everybody was quiet. And everybody was enjoying the ham. And I looked down the table. Now, my family, in Ohio is pretty big. And so I looked down. I mean, I'm looking down like 8 rows. I mean, 8 people on one side and 8 on the other. And everybody is chewing on ham. And I couldn't help myself. I said, guys, I believe we have made a breakthrough. I believe that we here, all of us, and all my family knows that I am just full of, anyways, you get the point. Full of
totally shocking to me.
Yeah. And they said, oh God, here he goes. And I go, I say we take an official vote right now. All in favor of always having ham at Thanksgiving, including with those who enjoy that dry turkey. I want to hear aye. And it was awesome. First, my cousin kind of said, I could go for that. And then everybody, and then even my grandfather, who's no longer with us, unfortunately, he lived almost 1 week shy of 99. Even he said, I was wrong. I'll even vote for it. And everybody unanimously said ham. And that's the story. And every year we have ham and turkey at Thanksgiving.
Well, here's the problem. No offense to anybody, but apparently nobody in your household or your family knows how to cook turkey. Because it's dry. So there's the problem. There just wasn't cooking it correctly.
My father would take offense because he always has orange, and then he's got the juice, and he's got the.
Oh, well, your father's cooking the turkey?
Yeah.
Well, then it's clearly you people don't understand the difference between. It's not your dad. We're not going to blame him. I'm not blaming your dad.
I agree. Turducken? No, just kidding.
Oh.
Well, anyways, that's the story.
So your family just doesn't know what good turkey is.
They know what good ham is, though, buddy. Know what good ham is.
Okay.
With a beautiful crust on there.
So we're having turkey.
Okay, well, good.
Because that's what the Pilgrims didn't really eat, but we like to pretend.
That's right. I was going to say, you mean when we stole all their land? Now we celebrate with a big feast. So...
And I'm going to bet there was no turkeys there.
Exactly.
You probably had venison, maybe rabbit. I bet there was no turkeys there. Maybe duck. That might have worked, but
actually, we'd go to holiday nights at Greenfield Village. A lot of historians there, telling stories, and they would actually tell. I mean, each house that you go to at Greenfield Village, Henry Ford. They're like, oh, this is what they would have made back in those days. And so it was always very interesting for me. And so trying little pieces and stuff. So it is tasty. But anyways, I thought you would appreciate the ham story. I'm happy that you and your family are getting together for Thanksgiving. Lauren has started a new job, and she does have Thanksgiving off. Good. But she has to work on Black Friday. Big
deal.
No, everything's online now. It's not like we go to the stores and go, we got to get the new TV.
Black Friday is not what it used to be, when people get up at like 2 a.m. and stand in line for hours and open the doors, and there'd be this big rush. Now, they've been having Black Friday deals since the end of August.
Probably since January.
Well, maybe. Hey, no. It's Black Friday deals in July,
Exactly. Now, just as this is non-planned, but I have to ask you, are the Sharps looking for any special discounted items? Listen, let's be honest what Black Friday is. Black Friday is a way to get rid of the old product. And you and I are intelligent enough to know that, but
let's be honest.
Are you looking for any special items?
I don't believe so.
Gotcha.
And in light of recent events, I really don't know what we're doing really at this point. I've been a little busy.
I understand.
Should I share?
Yeah, I think you should.
As a lot of you people know, and Adam has said many times, I'm a business architect. I was contracting for a government entity, and I was given my papers. So I don't have a job right now. So I'm not really like in the head zone of like, what are we getting everybody for Christmas and all this? I'm on the head zone of where else can I send my resume and got to get ready to interview and all that kind of stuff. So I really haven't got into the spirit of things other than the hat, but I'll get there. Yeah.
Well, on a serious note, I mean, you're my best friend, and I'm sorry that you're going through this, but hey, we worked on your resume together, and I mean, you 99%. I just ran it through a tool and
Polished it up a little.
Polished it up, and I mean, that's what we do.
So
we help each other
out. I've been laid off before, and the other times I've always came out of it ahead. So, hopefully this will be the same situation, but always in the back of your mind, you're thinking, maybe this time's different. So we'll see.
Listen, how's your driving record?
My driving record is pretty spotless.
Can you pass the drug test?
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm just saying, just like
So you're just saying I could move up to Michigan in the wintertime and drive a bus.
All I'm saying is, in Rounders, when Matt Damon lost his complete bankroll, Kanish had the truck for him. And I'm just saying, I could get you a bus driving job.
Ma'am, stay behind that yellow line. It doesn't mean anything, but stay behind it because my boss will get mad if you step over it. It means nothing. There's no real rules for it.
Oh, gosh.
I'm pretty good. See, I'm boom.
Anyway, I don't think so. Well, listen.
Job offer retracted.
Yeah. Quickly. All seriousness, I wish you the best, and I'm thinking about you. So, which while you're enjoying some of your tasty bourbon, I will say that kind of puts a pause on. A few of you have written us behind the scenes. I'll get into Jim Russell here in a minute about our plans. Our friend Virginia gave me a call. I didn't feel like me have any business sharing your story, so I'm glad you shared it here on the show. So kind of puts a pause on what we're going to do. I mean, let's see here. I teased you about golf lessons, and you said I could either go for golf lessons or feed my family, and Lauren and I laughing because it was funny, not at you, but we got a kick out of that. And so I thought, yeah, honey, feed the family, but I've got my 20 session golf league, golf lessons. So
you guys think you could skip today, lunch and dinner, because I got to go practice golf? No, well, here at the Sharp family, we are not, the ship isn't sinking or anything at this juncture, so we're still okay. But,
Good.
You just have to start planning ahead for, time that the check might not be coming in. They were very fair with me. I've got nothing negative to say about the company that I work for. Because it's a separate company that then contracts for the government. So it's not directly with the government. I work for an intermediary company there. And they are treating me very well and that type of thing. They just didn't say, hey, you know what? Take a hike. So.
And just didn't turn the lights off.
No, they gave me a little bit of run room here for me to be able to take care of my stuff. So it's
good. Well, once you re-land a job, we'll put some plans together for our 2026 cycling season, and we'll figure something out. So
yeah, it's hard to plan when you don't know where you'll be working, what you'll be doing, and if you have time off to do it. So,
how about something a little more positive? You want to jump into the listener spotlight?
Absolutely, I'm ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for Listener Spotlight. On behalf of Adam
and Michael,
we both want to say thank you
for your support.
All right. I know we had a few people take guesses. What I'm going to do first is I will give you what the hints were.
Okay.
And then you can tell us who guessed what.
That sounds wonderful.
Okay. This community was named for a town in England. It was first settled as part of another town. It was incorporated in the 1700s. The town is responsible for greatly increasing industrial productivity across the United States. Tracking time was very important to this city's development and history. And the city has maintained names for certain neighborhoods that reflected its past industrial history.
All right.
What do people think it was?
We have a few different guesses this time. We've got, hey, Connie, this is the segment for your favorite husband. Armando has said Newark, New Jersey. Matt Robinson, I know you call him Mark, but I call him Matt. Waltham, Massachusetts. And Alex Bell, our good friend, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I must ask you. Yes, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I must ask you, has any of our guesses got it correct?
One of our guesses is the correct guess.
Oh, let's see here. I was going to take a guess because I have no clue. I'm going to go. Well, our friend Armando is the only one who actually gave us some information here. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say that Newark, New Jersey. I'm going with him.
Okay. That's fine. You can go with him.
Uh-oh. Not sound good.
The Pennsylvania, very good choice when it comes to industrial manufacturing things. New Jersey, they did a lot of production with the leather production, that type of thing. But I am going to say that both Armando and Alex are incorrect. Sorry, guys. This episode's listener spotlight community is Waltham, Massachusetts.
Hey, I call him Matt. You call him Mark. Nice job, buddy.
I call him the correct answer. Waltham was named after a town in England, Waltham Abbey. It was part of originally another town called Watertown, incorporated in 1738. The town is responsible for greatly increasing industrial production across the U.S. due to the development of integrated manufacturing. And what that is they were really the first community that started utilizing the idea of taking all the processes of textile manufacturing and put them in one place, one building. Before, you'd have these people do this, these people pick the cotton, these people, did the gin of the cotton. These people did the weaving. It was done all over the place. Everything was done in one facility. The city maintained names of certain neighborhoods that reflect its industrial past. If you go there today, you will find a community named the Bleachery, which is where they bleached and dyed wool, and a area called the Chemistry, which was a former chemical plant area. And the best one, and I thought someone would get this, tracking time was very important to this city's development and history. This city is known as Watch City. And that is because if anybody knows anything about pocket watches, certainly antique pocket watches, Waltham Watch Company was founded there in 1854. It was one of the world's largest watchmakers. They were the ones that actually pioneered interchangeable parts. So, before it was just everybody, you make the part for the watch, here they just made everything standardized, interchangeable. Hey, that's not working. I can slap a gear out of here, stick it right in there, and that worked. And unfortunately, they closed in 1957, but from 1854 to 1957, a little over 100 years, they produced over 35 million watches.
Wow.
And as a antique and collectible person, Waltham pocket watches are highly collectible and worth, some of them are worth a good deal of money. So,
wow. Well,
I also made a lot of railroad watches too, which was a big thing back then. If you were a railroad guy, you had to have a very precise timepiece.
I I'm not being funny, but every time I saw like the railroad, they always pull out a pocket watch out of their vest and they're looking at, so.
That was the thing. Railroad people had to have very precise watches because they wanted to keep the trains running on time. And that's why you see them. They're always pulling it out. Is it time to go yet? Because they wanted to try to maintain the schedule. So there you have it. As the time ticks away.
Well, thank you all listeners. Thank you, Waltham, Massachusetts.
Waltham, Massachusetts.
Thank you, everybody who listens or watches us and our crazy shenanigans. I have two things before we get into the gift list.
Okay.
I first want to spotlight a friend of ours. So Jim Russell, that name rings a bell?
Absolutely. Yeah. We've ridden with him in Georgia many times. In fact, last year, first day of Georgia, we had lunch with him down at one of the local restaurants.
That's correct. We gave him a patch, and he's old blind dog and good friends of everybody else. And but he wrote me, and he said, "Adam, I'm not doing brag this year." And of course, I was intrigued. I wrote him back. I said, "Is everything okay?" And he said, "Yes." He said, "I'm cheating here." He said, everything is fine. That he was going to ride a cross country route, and it was right during brag, and it's May 28th through August 9th. They're going to ride. 2026 cross-country adventure will traverse 14 states over 10 weeks. He's going to highlights of the Cured Aline Trail. Did I say that right? Oh, Coward Aline Lane Trail. Camping and riding in Glacier National Park. Views of the Niagara Falls. Cycle the coast of all 5 Great Lakes. And riding the North Coast Inland and Empire State Trails. Now, here's the interesting thing. If Jim rides the entire thing, one of the overnight...
What do you mean, if?
When
Jim rides the entire thing.
Well, I hope he is, but then he said, "Are you guys going to jump on for a couple of weeks?" And I was like,
wait.
"What, buddy? This is your thing. I'm spotlighting you." But the route comes down the center of Michigan, near Bay City, where you and I have ridden before.
We've been there a couple times, yep.
And it comes through Durand, and the route comes right in
that's
the
like right near you.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I was writing him like
ride out to meet him.
I could, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Ride my car out to meet him.
Jim, how would you like a nice, comfortable place to stay for the night? Looks like he's going to the top of Ohio, and then going out to Pennsylvania and yada yada yada. But yes,
cool. Well, good luck to Jim. I mean, that's awesome. I know he's been doing a lot of riding because he's been posting a lot of pictures, so that's cool.
It says cycling gives me freedom, focus, and peace. It's where my mind and body work in sync. Being autistic means I see and feel the world differently, and on the bike, the difference becomes a strength. I noticed every detail, the rhythm of the ride, the sound of the wind, the smoothness of the road. Cycling isn't just a sport for me. It's therapy, independence, and connection all in one. So I thought that was really cool. So we wish him the best. He's training like crazy. And so this says for 18 years, we've enabled hundreds of new and experienced cyclists alike to tackle incredible adventures by bicycle. And we'd love for you to join us. Close. Just kidding. Our rides are focused on serving God and each other with the raised money for families around the world, building and repairing homes through the Fuller Center of Housing, which is what I think our friend Sarah did.
I was going to say, isn't this what Sarah, who's been on our show for that, for a cross-country ride, I think that she was doing it through that organization.
Yeah. So cool. The other thing I have, and
now before we move on, my question is,
yes,
did we get Jim a shirt?
I think we did give him a shirt. Yeah, I gave him a shirt.
I hope we did. Jim, you need to wear the shirt one day for us, man.
Yeah, we gave him a shirt. It was right outside.
I thought we did.
Yeah, I think we did. Well,
you need to represent, take a picture, send it to us. We'll post it.
And if not, Jim, I'm sure I could find you one. Just give me.
I know a guy, Jim, who can hook you up with a shirt if you need a shirt.
And listen to the Christmas list pretty soon. Hint, hint. No, I'm just kidding.
What else we got? I want to get to the Christmas list.
I know, but this is
my head is getting hot here. So,
well, I'm not the one to put a stocking cap on in my basement.
It's called being festive.
I should have had some Christmas music.
You know, I would expect this from a Thanksgiving ham eater. That's what I would expect.
Okay. Anyways, what I was going to say is, I have something exciting to tell you.
I do too.
All right, great. So, our friend Ryan Ronick, we had him on with Bruce White when we talked about the 9/11 trail.
Yes. So it was an interview probably a year and a half ago.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Well, he listened to our show and heard us talking about, supporters, subscribers. And ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to tell you, we not only have 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but now a 6th monthly subscriber. Ryan, thank you so much. We really appreciate you. That brings us to, hey, I almost blew it. Do you know what Ryan Ronick, Alex Bell, Scott Garwick, Emery Norris, Dennis Keeler, and Joe Grammer all have in common?
Yeah, actually I do.
And?
Oh, you want me to tell you? I know what they have in common. These individuals wanted or tried to invent a new sport, combining a pogo stick, a hula hoop, and interpretive dance. And it caught on.
And it's called?
Nowhere. It caught on nowhere. But we give them kudos for trying.
Well, that's pretty close. But these individuals are all willing to bring their wallet to help kick the tires down the road, keep the pedals a-rolling, keep the show a-going, and we thank you. So
yes, we do. We certainly do.
All right, your turn.
For the people who watch our show, for the last 4 months, since I broke that, fractured my clavicle, behind me, there was just this wall that was half painted and looked horrible. But if you look now, my friend, the acoustic paneling is up.
I think it's really cool. And I have to tell the watchers and or listeners what I said to you. So you and I were having a heart-to-heart, and you told me about the job, and I said, well, why'd you finish the wall? You're about to have some time on your hand. You should have waited.
Yeah, I shoved that in at my nights when I could have just waited and did it on my days when I'm not working. But turned out pretty good for a guy who's not, necessarily a construction guy. But so now I've got my acoustic paneling put up. The other thing is I have to wait on the whole design of the rest of the studio, because if I'm not going to be working from home like I've been doing the last 5 years, 6 years, I don't need 2 desks in here.
I know. I mean, I was thinking about you when you said that you may not be working at home anymore. I'm like, are you going to start listening to a podcast if you have a commute to work?
Probably not.
You're a radio guy, huh?
I'm a radio guy. Yeah. I want to know what's going on downtown, around, what happened last night.
Nothing good.
Well,
Nothing good.
you're the one that listens to the who killed who on the podcast. And the only thing left was bloody footprints in the snow and pocket knife. Was it Dave or was it Cindy?
I'm just.
Who cares?
Well,
it was both of them.
Well, listen. My wife always says, "I don't know if I like you listening to that stuff." It's like you are educating yourself. I said, "Honey, there would be an episode every time I go out for my workout every day if these people all didn't get caught." So, all right. Well, anyways, we're going to move on.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now that time. You have a family member, you have a friend, you have somebody that you know that's into cycling or leisure. You have a Christmas gift for that horrible office party that you have to go to. You have to get something for a white elephant. You have to do something where you're trying to throw something together. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael and
We've
I
got the solutions.
Yeah, Michael and I have worked tirelessly on how to help you. And this year, we've even done it better.
We have to. I'm very impressed with this year. I put a lot of thought into mine. I don't know how much thought you put in yours. So, but
go ahead.
You want me to get things rolling?
Yes, sir.
Because I've got it here.
All right.
You know, for the cycling man or woman in your life, cousin, brother, husband, mother, sister, whomever, Uncle Bob, Haunted Larry from Maine, you want to drop him a gift. I've got the ultimate gift right here. And for those of you that are watching, you can get that person Cycling Men of Leisure apparel. That's right. You can get hats and T-shirts. We've got links on our website to our store hats. You can get, I don't know, in 4 or 5 different logos. I mean, the Cycling Men of Leisure, Cycling Women of Leisure. You can get the Cycling Men of Leisure. It's for women too. And the Cycling Men with the little X out and says woman above it. We have them all on there. You can get hats, different colors. You choose a logo, you choose the color. Hey, there's a hat right there. Shirts, sweatshirts, anything you want. And then if you just really, if it's somebody you really like, or you really want to score points for, you go over to our tech store. It's a different link, but it's on our website. Go over to our tech store. You can get them jerseys, the full kit, bibs. We have mountain biking shorts. We've actually even got the what's it called? The jersey or whatever.
The jersey.
The jersey. The thing that looks like a collared shirt, but it's actually a jersey. We've got those. We've got what I'm wearing right now, which is my personal favorite. It's called the Tech Hoodie. Basically, for the people that can't see it, it is like a lightweight hooded sweatshirt, very lightweight, but made out of technical fabric. It's got the logo on it. All sorts of good stuff. So that right there. And that concludes our list. What else we got to talk about?
Well, we don't do politics. We don't.
Christmas wish list is done.
Yeah. Well, listen. I'm Walter Malthal. I have some items that are non-cycling men of leisure. Although I don't know why you'd get anything else. I'm just kidding. This is under $25. Now, what I've done this year, and this is, I think we've done a much better job. I have some price points. I have under $25 for the quick office gift. I have somewhere between $25 and $50. I have $50 to $100, and then I have above $100.
Now, you brought up the office gift.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe I should do this with my family. Get them a shirt or jersey or something and give it to them. Because I know they're not going to wear it because they don't do cycling. They might wear a T-shirt or a hat, but get them like some of the tech gear. And then guess what? that's got our stuff branded all over it,
Mhm.
and they're going to turn around and regift it to someone else. And that person's probably not going to want it, and they're going to regift. We could have Cycling Men of Leisure being regifted like 100 times. 10 years from now, somebody's still getting that brand new tech, jersey because it's just been handed around to a bunch of people that don't bike.
Well, I'm glad you went there because I thought you were going to say something for the office. And I'm like, dude, you've been laid off. You don't have an office party.
I didn't have an office party anyway, but
all right.
You know what? The people in my office are getting nothing from me this year. Not that they ever did, because
I am going to start with something fun.
All right.
It actually has the word fun in the item. Fun cycling socks. Now, this could be purchased at multiple locations. I do believe in supporting local. Jeff Bezos already has a super yacht. You don't have to help him. If you're in a bind at the last minute, you could buy it from him. But I really think you should shop local at a bike shop. And you can go there, and most bike shops do have some fun cycling socks.
Now, let me clarify. Are we talking like fun cycling socks that I would wear like with my, dress pants? Or are we talking like cycling socks I'd wear out on the road?
I would say cycling socks that you would ride while cycling.
Okay.
And I'm going to bleep myself, but our friend Armando had do epic and stuff like that on the socks. Sometimes you can get some funny things, some art pictures sometimes, but just cycling socks that are not just like red or blue or white. They have all kinds of designs and everything, like my shirt.
My personal is the Scream, the artwork, the Scream.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty good.
And like our friend Joe had like shut up legs and stuff like that, on the socks. So you can do a nice fun pair of cycling socks. A cyclist or someone who likes to, be active would appreciate that.
That would be a nice gift. That would be a nice stocking stuffer.
It would be.
There you go. What else you got?
I have the King of Ding.
The King of Ding.
This is the handlebar bell.
Okay.
Let me tell you something.
Is this really what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's the
Brilliant
King of Ding and the King of Ding 2. It is a handlebar bell, and it has like a little brass bell on it. And let me tell you something.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Watching the video, this thing is loud. I mean, I've seen a couple on the road where you can really hear them. We have bells on our bikes just in case someone wants to do something a little crazy. But let me tell you something. Oh yeah, very nice. The King of Ding. No, it sounds like a solid brass ding.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but still a handlebar bell. What happens is like when you got a young child gets a bike, like, oh, you got to put streamers and a bell on it. But honestly, when you're doing trail, oh my gosh, guys.
Okay, I'll stop playing. Sorry.
That's all right. On a serious note, sometimes having a bell could be a nice safety feature. You're riding and someone either has AirPods in or can't hear, which not supposed to, but okay, yeah, right. Just because you're not supposed to do something, people still do it. But sometimes people don't realize they're coming up close to you, or you and I have been at RagBri before, where people are coming over. Just a nice bell to be able to be like, hey, I'm right here, man. So,
well, they're not going to hear your bell at RagBri, but I get what you're saying.
That's true. I have to agree with you. Because
the guy next to me has got his, full woofer speaker on the trailer behind his bicycle, playing AC/DC.
Ride it. The train. This one needs a little work. I was a little bit uneasy putting it on here, although I think the concept is good.
Boy.
This is no. I think you'll like this. Everybody likes their products
Mm-hmm.
when they're cycling. What I mean is, some people like the powders that they put into their water bottles.
Mm-hmm.
Some people like.
I thought you were going to mean like my hair gel, my face lotion, my product.
Do you even need hair gel?
Wow. And this ends the road adventures of Cycling Men of Leisure.
It was been a good 3 years, buddy. It's been a good 3 years. On a serious note, what I mean is you're going to want to make sure to kind of know the cyclist for this gift. Like a variety box of like either their favorite granola. A granola bar is kind of boring, but what I mean is like goo blocks, energy blocks. Some people like, hammer products. Find out the flavor, that the cyclist may like, and these are always good stocking stuffers because when it comes that first cycling ride they can do. I mean, for us who live in the tundra, I know our friends in Georgia are still riding, as you mentioned. Jim rides every day, but that first time out, you might need a little extra caffeine pep in the step. So
you're talking protein hydration type stuff.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And so this show didn't go like 85 hours. I only have 3 items under the 25, trying to give you your shot too. Okay, well, let me.
Mine are going to be between really the $10 and $49. Let me start with the lower end ones first. How about this? Customized bike stickers.
I like that.
If you see like the pro cyclists, a lot of times you'll see their name is like on the thing. Well, you can get those. They sell them in several places. Customized bike stickers. The one place that I've utilized is the JRS decals. You can look them up online. JRS decals. They're like $13. You can get 8 of these decals. It has your first name, your last name, and like the American flag on it. I mean, if you don't want the American flag, you can put the Dutch flag or whatever, but they're really cool. You can personalize your bike with them, or I don't think you need to personalize your bike with 8 decals. That's a little much, but you could also put them on your if you have a bike box, things like that. So that's one I thought would be a lot of fun. My next one is a cranky sweatshirt. And this is from the folks at pentervolt.com. And what it is a sweatshirt, and it's got like the wheel crank on it. And underneath it has the word cranky.
That's pretty cool.
And I guess I like this because my family thinks I'm a little cranky sometimes, probably all the time. That's okay. I just think it's a cool looking sweatshirt. No comment from you.
Oh, go ahead.
It comes in gray, red, black, or blue. It's just a hoodie sweatshirt with the crank on there saying cranky.
Okay.
Which I think is fantastic. And then, the cranky sweatshirt's like $30. The next thing I'd like to talk a little bit about is the Storabrook vertical bike stand for the garage. And I myself, me, I hang it. A lot of people put it on the walls. This is a vertical bike stand where you put the back tire in it, and it stands up on its own, and it's got casters on it. So if you've got your bike over here on the left and it's like it's in the way, you can just roll it right over to the left. I mean, you can just move it wherever you need to, and your bike stays upright. And it's a great energy, kind of efficient type thing. I really thought that was a good idea.
That's pretty cool. I've seen a couple of them where you have the bikes that put a couple and you can actually fold them over up against the wall in the garage. I have that thing where I hang them on the wall like pieces of art, and it's got its pros and its cons. It's great, because we don't have any family and our kids. What I mean is, but it's.
I like this just because it's not permanent any place, and if I need to utilize a section of my garage for something, I slide it over to, roll it over to another part of the garage.
That's a good idea. Yep.
So I'll do one more and then turn it over to you.
Okay.
The next one I think I'm going to do is not cycling. It's more of the leisure. You're done cycling. It's nice. It's either fall, spring, or summer. And you like to grill. I know that.
Oh, yeah.
And this next one is for the leisure person that wants to do a little grilling. And what it's called is called the Big Step Large Capacity Round Grilling Basket. Amazon, $33. And what this is this is just a round basket that fits on your grill. It's probably, I don't know, 7 inches in diameter, and just a wire basket. And this is brilliant. You can put like vegetables in there. You know how you're cooking, if you cook like shrimp or vegetables or something, you always lose some as it falls down between the grill slats. We just throw everything in there, and you can, grill your shrimp, grill your vegetables. You can rotate it, all that kind of stuff. And you don't have to worry about any of it like falling down into the flames.
But that's next grilling, seasoning, smoking of the old meat. Just kidding.
Yeah, there you go. It comes in gray or silver. It includes a heat-resistant gloves and also a lifting fork, so you can like reach in there. You can just roll them when you want to turn whatever you're cooking. And it's even cool, as you can even be patriotic about it, is this is an American product, and they have an American flag engraved on the end of it. So you get that too. But I thought that was brilliant because I hate, my wife's always like, here's these vegetables. And if you don't like skewer them or something,
yeah,
they just like go everywhere, and you wind up losing stuff down the slats. And it's just like, man, you just throw it in there and you can just like rotate it and grill it or smoke it, whatever you want to do. The Big Step large capacity round grilling baskets.
That's pretty cool.
There you go.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I've got a stainless steel vegetable basket that I use, but I mean, that would be cool too. So,
but does it have a top on it, or is it just the bottom basket thing?
Bottom basket.
See this, you can just roll it.
That's cool.
Yeah, I need to turn it. Boom. You don't have to so
with the glove.
Well, or the lifting fork. One of the two. Yeah, just don't stick your hand in there. Might I say that let me put the caveat here that we are just presenting ideas, and that any of these ideas that may turn out to burn a house down, cause harm, break a clavicle, or anything like that, we are not responsible for. So,
have you checked with legal on all these things?
No, I'll have to run that by legal later. It's like, oops.
If you don't mind, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'll take care of that.
All right. I've got 3 things. This is in the $25 to $50 range.
Okay.
This is about $32. Now, I don't know why, but I just thought this was kind of cool. If I were to receive this would be pretty neat. So
let me write it down.
All right. Well, I figured you're not working. I don't.
Oh, yeah. No Christmas for you. Kids need to eat Spam. Come on.
So the Stanley phase craze of water bottles and all that is going nuts, right? Or it was going nuts. Maybe is ending the phase. I'm not sure. But there was something that I saw that was really cool. It is the Camelback insulated steel bottle that fits in your bike, cradle there on your bike.
It's the bike basket, the water bottle holder.
Water bottle holder, exactly. This is not like the regular rubber one that you get up and you go and squeeze. This is stainless steel with the same tip, but it'll keep it nice and cold.
The same tip, though. I mean, does it free flow out? I mean, because like on the ones you have to kind of squeeze them and then they suck back out.
Yeah. It says the podium steel bottle combines uncompromising material with durability, weighing in at 354 grams. This mid-bottle weight is nearly indestructible, double wall insulated, and features 22 ounce of capacity that'll keep you hydrated anywhere, anytime.
So it's double insulated. It's okay. That's you know what I like that because we've talked about this before. How water bottles like break down, and how you got to get rid of them over time. This is something that you could have for a longer period of time, and it's insulated.
As opposed to reading the entire article, I will read this part. It says it's reinforced a daily driver, like the titanium model that you can take with you everywhere. We love this for our commutes, adventure rides, and general office use after work. It stays cleaner, is durable, and has a competitive flow rate to your plastic bottles with no squeezing required.
There you go. That answers my question. How much is that?
$32.
And where can I find that at?
REI, The Feed.
Okay. The Feed has it. Okay, that's cool.
Yep.
Big fan
all
of
right.
the feed. They do a lot of advertising and the tour. So
Cool. The portable phone stand. Now, remember,
portable phone stand.
now hold on a second.
So
Hold
I can
on.
watch my TikTok videos.
I'm not the one who brought the ring light so you could do your own TikTok videos on our. I'm just kidding. You didn't do that. I'm just kidding. What's the Ophelia whatever song by Taylor Swift that everyone's doing right now? But no, this is a portable phone stand for when you get with your post-done ride. You've taken your shower, you've ate, and maybe you want to watch the YouTube, or maybe you want to watch, I don't know, whatever you want to watch. Whatever you want
to watch Cycling Men of Leisure on YouTube.
Absolutely. That would be one. This is a phone stand for traveling, and it's pretty cool. So I'll give you the link to that, and it's kind of one that packs up a little bit, folds down like a transformer. You're paying for convenience of being small. That comes a little bit large where you don't have to hold it. So, this one, go ahead.
That brought up an idea. You know what we should do? One of the rides where we take our Milwaukee packouts, we should pack a TV. And we could flip up a TV, and then we could just show we could have our YouTube videos hanging out at the campsite.
Absolutely. And then when we walk by, have a big QR code that people could follow us.
That's right. We just actually, if we're using like a charter company, we could just slide it down there in the charter thing and say, hey, if you don't want to talk to the guy next to you, you can just watch our YouTube things. All right.
That's right.
Just another marketing idea.
Now, this one, I think every cyclist and anyone in your household who is a cyclist would like this. And they have different brands of these, but this is a cycling multi-tool. They have Park Tool has them, the Crank Brothers has them, Rock Brothers has them.
Everybody, REI has them. Everybody's got them.
And they
got them.
Oh yeah, well yeah, and I've got them too. So. And we've actually used them many times. So, go ahead.
No. That's a good idea. The other thing people need to understand is you need to check the tool. And I was making a joke. Yeah, I've got one. You've got one. We've all got one. The point is, we've ran into situations where if you have them like in your bike bag, even though bike bags say they're waterproof, they're not really waterproof. They're more water resistant. Moisture does get in there, and if you don't pay attention, I think we had one with you where your your tool literally rusted.
Yep.
Because it was in the bottom of your bike bag. You didn't ever pull it out because you didn't need it. When we did need it, moisture had built up over there in a couple of years, and it had rusted. So two points. Number one, check that. Probably at the end of the season, you should take everything out, dry everything out if there's moisture in there. But those do need to be replaced over time. I mean, not only do they rust and that kind of thing, but if you use them enough, they start to get dulled down and don't work as good. So it's you can really never have too many of those.
No, and the only thing I want to make sure is if you are buying this for the cyclist in your life, you might want to see what kind of cyclist your giftee receiver is. My point is if they're a mountain biker, look for one that would be a mountain bike tool. If they're a road biker, look for one that's a road bike. If they're, back and forth or e-biker, I don't know I don't know what tool an e-bike.
Do you need one for an e-bike? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not sure. But I guess I would say if it's a road bike or mountain bike or gravel seems to be very popular. So, I mean, we'll see what kind of cyclist your gift receiver is. So,
absolutely.
All right, I'm going to let you go next.
Okay, I've got a couple more here in the $10 to $49 range. This is a little different. This is a book. And this book's entitled 50 States, 5,000 Ideas book. You can get it on Amazon for like $13 for paperback or $42 for a spiral one. And what this is for like road trips or if you want to take a day trip or something. Just interesting things you might be able to experience. Have you ever experienced the largest yard or the longest yard sale in Tennessee?
No.
Swamp tour in Louisiana?
Well, I talked to Scott about
No, experience it, not talk.
No.
You haven't. Dinosaur Trail in Colorado?
No.
No. Oldest street in New York City? No.
Wait,
It has all those things and more. Civil War battle sites, dude ranches, out-of-the-way museums, and more are all in this book. It's by National Geographic. It's got a lot of good illustrations and showcases the best travel experiences in every state, from the obvious to the unexpected. It also includes a section on the Canadian provinces, our friends to the north, and U.S. territories. So if you're leisuring about in your car and you want to experience some crazy, zany things, some interesting things, some historical things, this would be a great book to have. You know me, I like road trips. This would be a perfect leisure gift for somebody. $13 or $42 on Amazon could be a lot of fun. You know, go out there and explore America.
Well,
The next thing I have
are things near the airport?
they could be
Just kidding. Go ahead.
things near the airport. I'm going to say there's nothing in this book that you can look out the waiting area of the airport and see. So tough luck. You got to get out of the airport, dude. The next thing I have is a set of wooden bourbon drinking glasses. And this is by Misoli brand. It's on Amazon. You can get 2 glasses for $37. For those of you watching, if you've been paying attention, I have been drinking out of one of those glasses the entire episode. They're beautiful wood. For our listeners, they got beautiful wood grain on them. On the inside, it's like a charred, I mean, it's not charred, but because they've got a coating over it, but it looked like the inside of a charred barrel. Beautiful grain, very nice glasses. They're great to put in the camper or to take out in your garage. If you're worried that, you know, might have one too many and drop it or something, it's not going to break. Pretty good gift idea. They're 13 ounces. And, I mean, the only maintenance is you got to just hand wash them and dry them. Perfect for enjoying that beverage outside. Take it down to the pool. You don't got to worry about it. So, and they work really well. I've had a set for quite a while. I keep them out in my garage.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. You want me to go next for another one?
Yeah.
Now I'm moving into the $50 to the $100. First one on this one is the Aero Saddle Pack. And you and I have tried tons of different bags, hanging them on the back of the seat, underneath the bar, on top of the bar. I mean, you name it, we've probably tried it. Some more successful than the others, but this one just came out. This is called the Aero Saddle Pack. You can get it from the Bike Brew online for $50. What this is it's a 3D printed shell with injected molded plastic mount insert. And it is really skinny. It fits right underneath your bike seat on the back. It's very aerodynamic. It's actually designed on the back of it. It has a fixture so that it will fit a Garmin Vera RTL 515 radar just attached right on the back. So you don't have to worry about your radar. You can have this on here. It's got 2 compartments. It's got one, you take the radar off, there's a compartment here, and then there's a compartment up underneath, but it's all like plastic, very aerodynamic. And like I said, that radar will fit right on the back, nice and solid there. I thought it was a great idea, and it gets away from that thing that we mentioned before because no water's getting into this one.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so check it out. The Bike Brew, $50, Aero Saddle Pack. What do you got?
Well, I was going to mention a bike top tube pouch, but I think I like what you just talked about better. But this
bring up the tube pouch because it really depends on the kind of cycling that you're doing.
True. The tube pouch is just to visualize if you don't know, is basically it goes on the top tube, and it can hold. You know, you and I use those new plastic tubes, very aerodynamic. We can put a couple in there with your tools. I mean, basically, you're looking at a device that's about I don't know, maybe trying to think, maybe like 9 inches by like 4 inches, if you think like of a mass like that. And inside there, you could have a couple of tubes. You could have CO2s if you don't have a pump or an electronic pump. Last year we mentioned the what's the brand name of that?
The pumps.
Yeah, I forget now, but the battery operated pumps about rechargeable that you don't have to sit there and pump. You can just wake up the whole camp by going. Brrr. I forget right now, but you could put one of those in there because they're so small now. Basically, a to-go bag to fix any tire anywhere, anytime you go riding. So,
what's this made out of?
This is a more of a harder canvas. So,
and it's water. How does it last? Is it zipper or is it like I know sometimes now they're magnetic? What's that?
It's straps around the yeah. So,
that's both of our solutions would work. And a lot of it depends on what kind of rider you are. A lot of people like it. The ones on the bar. I mean, you and I both had a couple different styles of that. Is while you're riding, you can just unzip that, keep one hand on your thing, unzip that, and get into what you need. Whereas something behind you is a little less accessible. But if you're just keeping like tires, stuff, and you're going to be off your bike when you're getting into it. So I think it depends on what you're wanting to use it for. If you're wanting it for snacks and stuff, yours would be a better option.
I was trying to get you the measurements. It's 3-layered construction polyester, EVA foam, and TPA fabric for wet and rainy conditions.
Okay. Although
you are correct, and that over time after time, as Cindy Lauper would say, I did have some moisture built up in my. I'm thinking years though that tool was in there.
I think it was. The problem with them is, they have waterproof zippers, which aren't technically waterproof. Yeah. And if you have the fabric that comes down over top of the zipper, there's still, water's a tricky beast. It kind of gets in every place. So
this next one I'm really excited about. And, you teased me at the beginning of this episode of how much effort I put into this. And I appreciate your ribbing, sir. So
do we want to get into how much effort you put into this?
So anyways, actually, I did cross out a few items, but this one's pretty cool.
Okay.
All right. That feeling that when you get the bike, get some service done. You go to Andy's, right? And you get your bike. What's the guy where you get your bike? Eric. Sorry. Andy's
is the ice cream place. I go there too.
Oh, well, listen, that's a good feeling too, right? Like ice cream. I love ice cream. So, Eric's, when you go to Eric's, you've done this before, and he's like, oh, you need a new set of rubber for the tires. You need some this. You're gonna go on an adventure, and you're like, yeah, I don't want to break down.
Nope.
Well, that feeling when you get brand new bar tape, you're like, yeah, throw some new.
That is like cyclist nirvana right there. It's like,
it's squishy, and
this is how heaven feels right here.
Right.
Doesn't last very long though, but enjoy it while you can. Like the new car smell. Oh, yeah. This is great.
So here's what I'm thinking. How often do you go out in the garage and look at your bicycles hanging there? How often do you really take a look at them?
I don't. They're on the ceiling. That's the whole point. I don't have to see them.
Exactly my point. If you're trying to do something special for the cyclist in your life.
Oh, I see where you're going here.
Be very, very careful. But wait till the person's at work or they're on a trip.
Thank you.
And no, that's okay.
Just had a delivery that gets back to a story we just did. So go ahead.
I love it. So, and take the person's bike, go down to your local bike shop, shop local, and get some new bar tape, like premium bar tape.
The stuff that's got like some cushion in it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then put the bike back. And
so what you're basically proposing is that you steal someone's bike.
But yeah, reappropriate, borrow. But yeah, I mean,
Here's what's going to happen. Cass is going to take my bike down from the top thing. She's going to take it down to Eric's, get new bike tape, because my training bike needs it, because that's the one I had the accident on and just ripped the heck out of, and I had the good bike tape on it. She's going to take my bike, probably the new one, down there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to not have a job, so I'm just wandering around the house going, what do I do? Well, somebody call me, offer me a job. I'm bored. And I'm going to look up there and go, oh my gosh, my bicycle is gone.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to say, where could it be? No one else would have touched my bicycle.
And then then
I'm probably going to text my daughter at school, which she doesn't, not supposed to have her cell phone, and can't answer me right away anyway, and say, have you seen my bike? And like 2 hours later, I'll get this message back saying, Dad, I'm at lunch. I don't know where your bike's at. I haven't seen it. It's like, it's not here. Someone has stole my bike. And I'm going to be calling the police. The Lewisburg Police Department's going to be out front, writing up a report. My wife's going to pull up, 2 weeks before Christmas, and we'll have to spill the beans that she stole my bike to get it taped. But I love the idea. I'm just saying this could go horribly wrong.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. Don't forget that your gift receiver may be on a texting list from the bike shop. So make sure.
Oh, hey, we've got your bike done.
Exactly. What do you mean my bike is done? Yeah,
you're the one that stole my bike.
Exactly. So make sure if you're going to take the bike,
I like the idea. You just got to make sure they're not going to notice it.
Yeah.
And that you're right. They're not going to get notified by their local bike shop saying, hey, guess what? We got your bike finished. So.
But here's what I envision on Christmas morning or whatever, Hanukkah morning or whatever.
I'm ticked off at my wife that she stole my bike. No.
You get a box, and in the box it says, let's go out to the garage, and they're like, a new car. No.
A new bicycle. Yes.
And then, of course, when the bike's already done and the bike premium bar tape job is already done. I thought that might be something fun. So
I love it. And I love new bike tape. And I think if most cyclists are like me, you don't get it retaped as often as you probably should.
Oh gosh, no! I've stretched it. I stretched it all year long this year. I'm like,
it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot of effort just for the bike tape. Now, if you're taking your bike in for something else, it's like, yeah, throw some new bike tape on that. But just for the bike tape, it's like, I don't really want to load this up just for the bike tape. And honestly, I could do the bike tape myself, but then I'm like, man, I'm just lazy, aren't I? I'm like, I can't do it.
Third grader would do a better job than me. I tried it one time, and I wrapped it, and I got to the end. I'm like, are you supposed to have 14 inches left? So, I'm
going to have a lot of time, so maybe I'll take that up as a hobby. What I was trying not to interrupt you too much with is my daughter. I texted her, and she brought down the original air pump that we got 2 years ago. We had mentioned the Cyclists is the brand. It is I apologize for the folks listening, but it's like this long oval looking thing. Looks like the little Tic Tac UFOs they always talk about.
Yeah.
It's got a removable hose. You put it in there. You can program it. Got a little programmable thing here. You can program it to, 80, 90, 100, up to 120. And you just put that in there and hit start, and it will just literally pump up your bicycle tires. And the reason why this one was so easy to get to, it actually does car tires. I took it over to my mom's house and aired up her car tires. And it fits in a little holder where one of your water bottles would go. Since this one, we did get the Cy Plus has smaller ones that are like these little square ones that will fit right in my back pocket. And I have since upgraded to that. But Cy Plus, we'll hit this one again. If you're looking for a rechargeable air pump, Cy Plus is a brand that we have used and are very happy with. So,
speaking of rechargeable,
okay,
rechargeable bike light set.
Okay, and when you say a bike light set, what are we talking about?
So a bike,
left and right, port, starboard, red and green. What?
Port and starboard. I think you're but there are so many different right now. I mean, if you went to Amazon and typed in the word bike light, oh my gosh, you'd be inundated. I think you want a high lumen, rechargeable bike light that your cyclist can have for safety. I really recommend, personally, I mean, just personal opinion, is one that flashes. And I would definitely check out the specs for that. Your cyclist is going to be seen better with a nice high lumen. I'm talking 800, 900, 1000, 500. I mean, and one that flashes, a good flashing light, daylight. And I would search the word daylight, high lumen, flashing, things like that. And then a set where I'm coming from is this does not include a radar. I'm going to get into that in just a second. That's above the $100 price point, but still staying under the $100 price point. A set to me would also be a rear light, which is normally red. That could be some brands like Bontrager call it a flare. You know, other it doesn't have to be called flare. It doesn't have to be Bontrager, but a nice bright. And don't look at it on Christmas morning. Don't be like, "Hey, family, look at here," because
burn your retinas.
It'd be pretty bad. But that's what I mean by set. And I think I've searched and I found a couple sets under $100. So,
oh yeah, if you care about your cyclist, that is a great thing. It's just smart. You know, we're hear of accidents all the time. Hear from friends and stuff saying, "Oh, somebody in my bike club got hit and stuff." And that's not going to guarantee that you're not going to get hit, but it's certainly going to increase your odds greatly.
And if you don't care, so raise the insurance. So, the only thing I'm going to caveat is let's talk about radar for a second.
Well, that's going above the $100.
It is.
Why don't I do my thing and then you can?
That sounds good.
I'm still at the up to $100 thing.
That sounds good.
All right. These next two aren't cyclists. Like I said, we kind of went on the whole leisure thing. What I found, I think, would be a great thing if you have a leisure person at home that enjoys beverages, perhaps of the bourbon kind or the whiskey kind. How about getting them a leather bourbon journal? And what that is, Etsy's Speakeasy of 1930 is the company. Speakeasy of 1930s has a leather-bound journal. It's $50. This thing looks cool. It's like leather-bound, and it's got like the linen sheets in it that are like kind of like the edges are kind of, you know, a little rough. It really looks like something like, you know, the Holy Grail book off of Indiana Jones or something. Really cool looking. So it's something you could set on the bar and it would look neat. The pages are formatted so that they got different things. It's like, you know, to reflect, you know, what's the color, and they've got different things there. They've got the profile wheels, if you're familiar with those, which helps you understand what the flavor is. Is it sweet? Is it spicy? Does it taste like caramel or tobacco-y or all that kind of stuff? And the type of whiskey it is, you can put general notes, and you can also put in there when and where purchased. So if you have somebody who's getting into whiskeys and bourbons or is into whiskeys and bourbons, this is a great idea. I've got one. I've started doing it because honestly, when I'm drinking a whiskey or a bourbon, it's like, oh, I had that. I don't remember what it tasted like. I'll remember if I liked it or I didn't like it, but I couldn't tell you, oh yeah, that had notes of caramel or this or that. This is a way to be able to kind of keep track of the flavors. And this helps you understand what flavors you like and kind of develops your flavor palette and that type of thing. But this helps track it. And this also helps you if there's just something you really didn't like from 5 years ago, you can look in there and go, I really didn't like that. I'm not going to buy that bottle again. So I would definitely suggest this. It, like I said, looks awesome and cool. And it's a way to keep a journal of the bourbon that you drink and that kind of thing.
Cool.
And then I'm going to end, and that's $50. I'm going to end, I think I'll pick this one. Now, this is anywhere between $73 and $110, depending on where you buy it. And this is, in fact, a whiskey. And this is the American Highway Reserve Whiskey. You can get it on various sites online. Like I said, it's or at your local store, between $73 and $110. This whiskey was created through a collaboration of country music star Brad Paisley. You know who that is?
I do, yeah.
He got together with Bardstown, which I know you know who they are, the Bardstown Bourbon Company. And what they did is on his 2019 tour, they got this idea that they were going to take a special trailer and they nicknamed it the Rolling Rickhouse. Stay with me here.
I'm here.
What they did is they put barrels of whiskey on this and went across the country during their tour. And what this did is it exposed the barrels to various climates, the movement, similar to like Jefferson's Ocean Age type stuff, which obviously influences that final flavor profile. 90 barrels were in the Rolling Rickhouse. Those 90 barrels went 7,000 miles through 25 states as part of Paisley's 2019 tour.
Huh.
So then what they did is they took this, they blended it with 4 different Kentucky bourbons with ages ranging from 3 years to 15 years, and came out with something really special and really unique. The tasting notes, sweet and spicy aromas, notes of caramel, cinnamon, and oak, bright burst of apricots alongside rich dark chocolate and leather. So I just think this would be neat for anybody who's into whiskeys and bourbons, anybody who wants to get into them, or just somebody who has a bar that occasionally friends come over and you want something a little bit different, or maybe even for, Christmas or New Year's, you want something a little bit different to kind of celebrate the season with. This would be cool. And it's got a cool story. I mean, you can tell your friends about the Rolling Rickhouse and 7,000 miles and 25 states. And with what I gave you there, it will make you sound like a, whiskey aficionado telling all your friends. So
that's pretty cool.
Check that out. And that is called the American Highway Reserve Whiskey, online or your local stores, anywhere between $73 and $110.
Cool. In Michigan, that'd be 110. By you, would be 73.
Well, what can I say?
Yeah.
Hope. I get a job, I'm going to celebrate by buying that bottle. How about that? That'll motivate me.
All right. You get a job, I'll buy one too. So. All right. I'm going to jump into a radar.
Okay.
I believe
You're correct, because I know where you're going. You are 100% correct. I'll say that right now.
I believe that probably one of the best innovations of an electronic technology piece of equipment for the cyclist in your life has to be the bike radar.
Oh, yes.
So
it has saved us on more than one occasion.
Yes, sir.
Quite sure.
And the ride we don't talk about.
Yep.
I have to tell you that if you enjoy either watching or listening to us and you've never experienced a bike radar, this might just be one of the best gifts that you could buy your cyclist. I mean, I know it's expensive. I don't want to lie. I mean, this comes out on Sunday, maybe Black Friday. There might be somebody who has one on sale. Definitely keep your eyes peeled if you're interested. Here's how it works. Different brands. I mean, the one I have is the one that you mentioned before, which is the Vereri or whatever, however you pronounce that. The Garmin.
Garmin, yep.
And the one that's what you have as well. And a lot of our friends have that one. Our friend Joe has the one with the camera. I always tease him because I'm like, what is that? Just footage so your family can see the last car that hit you? Just kidding, of course.
That's the Garmin Viera RTL 515 is what we're speaking of.
And here's how it works. So I imagine the cyclist in your life has a head unit or a computer. And it doesn't have to. It could work with a smartphone as well, just to be clear. But most likely they have a computer. And on the computer, what happens is once they connect this sensor, the radar, it attaches on the rear of the bicycle. Most of them are rear of the bicycle. I know they have some for the front as well, but 99% of them are for the rear of the bicycle. And if a car is approaching the cyclist from the rear on the head unit, if you will, if you're watching on YouTube, it'll have the car on the bottom of the screen, and then the car goes through the screen up to the top. And this is essentially the back of the bicycle, the top of the piece of paper. And I know if you're listening, I apologize, but picture the bottom left-hand corner or right-hand corner of the head unit. There's a little car insignia, and it slowly crawls up the screen until it gets to the top of the screen. Essentially, top of the screen would be you. And then different, if you have a color computer, a green is clear, orange is, there's a car, but it's okay. Red is there. Red is dead.
Get to the side and hold on.
Yeah. But many of these radars can also show multiple cars, multiple things behind you. And so, anyways, I just want you to know that I think this is a phenomenal gift. If you're really looking for that special gift for somebody, I know it's expensive. I just want to be honest. So, usually around $150, somewhere, sometimes 200, depending, but usually on Black Friday, it's usually 150. So,
well, is your life worth $100? Or is your cyclist friend, family member's life worth $150?
Please say yes, Lauren. Please say yes, Lauren. Please say yes, Lauren.
She's right now looking at her life insurance policies going, well, I don't know.
Yeah, they're $149 at REI. I'm looking right now. So,
it's an investment, but it's an investment on safety. Again, we hear all the time, friends of friends, teammates, all that kind of stuff. Somebody's getting hit or stuff. This isn't going to guarantee that you don't get hit, but what this is going to do is it's going to give you information to prepare you as you're riding to know if there's a car behind you. Because right now, without that, you're always kind of like trying to look over your shoulder. You got a mirror or something. You're trying to figure out, looking at the mirror, it's backwards, all that kind of thing. This will tell you cars coming, multiple cars are coming, and the color will designate, is it fast or slow or that type of thing. Yep. 100%. I bought 2 of them, and definitely a good investment.
So Cyclists, who makes your pump there, makes one. I guess I would stick with the Garmin myself, but they have one without a light on sale right now for $99. So even if you already purchased the light kit, it says 153 yards away. They're slick. So one of the best things, in my opinion, that's ever came out for cycling was the radar. So that's just
the good thing about having a light on there is then you don't need the light.
Yeah.
They actually have a light on there that you can change, like the flashing on it. So you got the radar and the light all together, which is kind of nice. So one less thing you have to worry about charging at night, because you can just charge the light and the radar all at the same time.
According to Amazon, I purchased it June of 2020. Sometimes that's kind of weird when you go search a part and they're like, hey, you already bought this. I'm like, well, thanks a lot. So.
And you know what? I then purchased that one from you probably 2020, early 2024.
That's correct. And it's
because then you moved on to a different brand. And yours was color, mine wasn't. So
yeah,
I upgraded on your. Well, cool.
All right. The official Cycling Men of Leisure jersey. Oh wait, sorry. I thought you already mentioned that.
I already mentioned that.
Yeah,
I got one here.
Okay.
Now this is cool, and we have actually solved this problem ourselves. We don't need this, but someone might. The Charge Time Charging Station by Trek. You can get this at REI, $135. You can charge up to 6 devices at once without all the tangled cords and all that kind of stuff. It's got a visible LED charging indicator on it. It's got 6 ports that allow you to charge. Oh, it's got external ports, which allow you to charge like your phone, iPads, tablets, things like that, other accessories. So basically it's a box. It's made by Trek. It's got a lid on it. It's like a metal box with, I guess, a metal lid. You open it up and there's like 6 individual areas in there that you can modify. You can, pull up the little pieces and change the configuration based upon what you have. They've got 6 power cords that go in there. And basically, you can charge your lights, sets, your radar, your phone, all of that. You just put in there, plug them all in because all the cables are underneath. You just pull them up, plug everything in, shut the lid. Everything charges right there. So I thought that was a great way if you're going on a ride and you want to charge all your stuff at once. That's a really good. Now, you and I actually solved this problem like 3 years ago using a Milwaukee Pack-Out. I don't know what it was originally. It kind of looks like they're Milwaukee Pack-Out coolers, but it's not. It's similar to that. You and I made what we call, what are we calling that?
The charge box.
No. We called it something else. Juice box.
Juice box. Yeah.
We called it a juice box where it was a really tall Milwaukee, real slim, where we had it set up so that we had a cord wired so you could plug the whole thing in, and inside we just plug all of our stuff in, could shut the box up, put a lock on it, and charge all of our stuff at the same time. Trek has taken that same idea and made their own box. So if your cyclist is going on long rides or go on rides that are multi-day and need to charge, this would be a great way. You can get it at REI for $135. And actually, if you're a member at REI, used to be an employee of REI, so I'll plug them a little bit. Members, if you use your membership, you can get an extra 10% back. So you can cut that price down by about $13. So
I'm a member.
Well, you should be. Sorry, yeah.
The question is I'm a lifetime member of Topgolf, but they just sold out. So my question, Callaway sold
Your membership's not good anymore. Did they really sell out? That's not owned by Callaway?
No, they sold. Well, they sold a vested interest to another company. So.
Well, they were Callaway's been sinking the last few years. So
yeah,
which you and I both know because that maybe the next. We don't have time now, but maybe the next episode we'll talk about how a bike ride caused us to invest in Callaway Golf. Let's put that on the list for next time.
That sounds good. I love it. So.
What else you got on your list? Anything else?
Yeah. A bike computer, the head unit bike computer. I'm not even going to fill in the blank with the brand. There are so many out there now. Different ones. Wahoo, Garmin, Hammerhead. I mean, there's so many. But I just wanted to say that if the cyclist in your life does not have a bike computer, it really. I just had an experience where someone I work with, not every day, they're in IT, and they called me and said, "Hey, I heard you're into cycling," and I said, "Yes."
Sorta, kind of.
Long story short, she wanted to know a basic entry bike computer. She didn't have, a bank to print money with, and I said, have you considered going with, like a remanufactured one or something like that, and she did for $55. She found the original Wahoo that you had,
and I could have sold her mine.
I know, and so she did. She purchased that, and she every now and then when she's in my building, she's like, I never get a chance to thank you. I'm like, you thank me every time. So,
see, I would have been a jackwagon and said, "Oh, you need to get yourself a really nice cat eye." Remember those?
Oh yeah,
back in the day.
Yeah,
The
wire that goes
down. Wire that goes down. Told you your speed and the distance, and that was it.
And the only thing that I thought was sort of somewhat interesting, this is one of those gifts that, you need to like have a printing machine in your basement of money. But
I'm going to start doing that actually. So go ahead.
Whoa.
Not money. I got a printer in my basement. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I was going to I am out. I am, but
now you're an accessory.
Yeah.
Okay.
The premium riding glasses that have like the heads up display with all like the ride distance and all that. I saw that.
What do those cost?
It says $500 or more.
Or more.
Yeah.
If you got to ask, you can't afford it.
Right. Riding heads up display. Cool. I'm going to just sunglasses.
So if you'd done your research, you'd already have this together.
But Oakley has a brand that has AI for $4.99. And then there's $5.99, and it shows your speed, your cadence, everything. So,
Right in your glasses.
Right in your glasses, yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm okay looking down. I mean, I don't have to have it right here. I can just basically tilt my head a little bit and look right there, and there you go. What do I need to spend $500 for?
Besides that, I'll let you know my list. I'll email it over to you.
Okay. And I'll work on trying to get some of these ideas onto our site.
Okay.
Under the, I forgot what we even called the latest and greatest thing.
Well, we have a blog. We have
no.
happening now.
I think we called it behind the pedal or something.
Yeah.
It's our latest and greatest thing.
Yeah.
Well, the latest and greatest that I forgot what we called it. But I have two more things really quick.
Okay.
The V-Seat Complete Bike Seat. And this is from thevseat.com. It's $120. Now, this is a little bit weird, but I am almost, of course, when I get a job, willing to try this one out. It's a noseless designed bike seat that targets the pressure distribution. So instead of it being like the nose, long, slender, they basically hacked off the nose and spread the seat part out a little bit.
Okay.
It looks weird, but if it will ease some of the pressure, it might be worth it. Ergonomically designed for maximum relief, repositions your weight by centering it on the sit bones and not your crotch, which is always a good thing. Reduces pressure on the soft tissue area there, eliminating numbness and chafing. You can also get a optional padded cover. Like I said, it looks weird because it doesn't have the nose on it and it's a little wider. But in my mind, when I was looking at this, it's like it totally makes sense. So might have to get one of those one of these days and try it. The final thing is, for those people, you've heard us talk about it a million times. We have flown.
The brim. The brim.
No, do not get a Debrim. Do not get your loved ones a Debrim. Forget it. I mean, maybe you got an ex-wife or an ex-husband and they cycle, buy them a Debrim. That'll send the message. What I'm talking about is we talk a lot. Everybody knows we do a lot of flying with our bicycles. If you need something, or the cyclist in your life needs something to fly with, I would suggest trying the Try All 3 Velo Safe Pro Series original bike case. Now, these are a little bit more expensive. You're looking at $625 to $775 online, depending on what site you hit them up on. But when you think about, I'm going to put a carbon bike or a really nice aluminum bike there and have the employees at the airport throw it around, this would be a great solution. The reason why I like this one is this is a company that's been around for 39 years. They supply actually these cases to the U.S. Navy's Wounded Warrior Program. They're also used by the Department of Defense and Homeland Security. It's made by high molecular weighted plastics. And the interior measures 47 inches long by 15 inches wide by 26 inches high. It only weighs 35 pounds. That includes the casters. And basically, it's not like ours. Ours are long and wide and have wheels on just one side, and you have to hold them at a certain angle to pull them. This is like kind of a narrow trunk that has wheels on all four. And so it's going to be much easier if you're, lugging around a bag and this. In fact, you could just put the bag on top and push the whole thing. The next one I get will probably be this. You just have to simply remove both wheels, turn the handlebars, and attach it to the fork mount inside of it, and then secure the chain and put the top on, and you're ready to go. That's so cool. This would be a really good option. Ours works. The problem with it is it's super wide. It's really narrow, and you have to hold it at a certain angle because there's only wheels on one side for it to go. And because it's so wide, if you have another bag that you're pulling, you don't have any room to pull it because, for 3 feet behind you is this wide thing that you really can't. I think this would reduce a lot of the issues that we've ran into. I mean, I overcame them last year when I figured out that I just strapped my other bag on top of that. But I think this would be a good option if somebody knows they're going to start flying with their bike.
Well, I know ours is not the greatest. It works. It's not the greatest.
It works. And honestly, no one told us we shouldn't get that one. It's gotten our bikes through many an airport, but it is not the easiest one. And I just think there's some better options out there. So that's all I'm saying.
Well, when you hit the lottery.
Can I get a job first?
Ladies and gentlemen. Well,
all right. This has been a longer episode, but I think it's been worth it because we went through a lot of really interesting things, some cycling, some not, some just, generally fun things. So I say we wrap it up with the Cycling Men of Leisure listener spotlight, and we call it good.
I was trying to find the features of the Debrim. I'm just kidding. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for Listener Spotlight.
All right. The clues for Listener Spotlight are as follows. Although founded in the late 1800s, this town is one of the state's newest cities. Its high school stadium and campus is one of the stars of the community. Originally, the area of town was part of a military district. This community has an unlucky number of cemeteries within a few miles of its town, of its city limits. After World War II, the town transitioned from agriculture to industry and a retail-driven economy. And finally, my state, the state that I live in, we're not going to tell you. I've mentioned it many times. My state, the state that I live in, namesake, is represented somehow by this town. Did you get that? So the state that I live in's namesake is represented somehow by this town.
Man, this time I think I know it, but I am going to send you a text.
It is not St. Louis.
No.
Don't even. Really? You think you know this?
I do. I'm going to send you a text. It's not.
Send me a text. I tell you what, send me a text and we will use that as one of the guesses next episode to see how close you are.
All right. I'm doing it right now.
So, see, he sounds very confident about this. Sounds very confident. He's never this confident on these things.
Text. I mean, this might be fun. I mean, if the people are, look at your text. I just sent it to you.
Where'd you get that at?
Is it right?
I'm not going to say it's right or wrong. I'm just saying, where'd you get that guess at? It's not St. Louis.
It's not St. Louis, but
that's actually somewhat of an intelligent guess. Not that you don't have intelligent guesses, but for just coming off the chute just like that, that is good. But I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong. You'll have to listen to our next episode to find out.
All right. Well, that sounds good. Hey, a couple things. We are going to try, we've been working with the new domestic director of Bragg, Bike Ride Across Georgia. We're working with Ron Ward. We're going to have him on. And I've got it on good authority that we are going to be able to do the route release for Bragg again. So we're going to have to make this all work out, but a couple good things. I just wanted to put that out there.
Everybody loves the route release that we do on New Year's Day. So That'll be cool.
Besides that, good luck to you, my friend. If you need a reference, have him call me. I will put on my, hey, thank you for calling.
I wouldn't hire him to drive my bus, but I bet he would be great driving yours.
I was just going to say to you, moving to Michigan is probably not ideal. I bet you, in the state that you live in, and since you just mentioned it in the listener spotlight, I bet you that they would take you. There happens to be a public transportation. I happen to know there's a public transportation near you that is dying for drivers. So
yeah, but and I bet they would really do it now because in the next couple of months we're having the big soccer tournament going on here.
Mm-hmm.
You may have heard of it. It's called the World Cup, and yeah, they probably would grab me just like that. But the only problem is I don't really want to drive a bus. But that's another. We'll see in 3 weeks. When I'm living on Spam and I might want to drive a bus. I'm not really going to be living on Spam, but it sounds good.
It'll be great value but
it won't even be Spam. It'll be off-brand Spam. But
listen,
all right.
Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Happy Thanksgiving to all of our leisure community and your family. Safe travels. I know this episode's long, but it's full of good stuff, because if somebody is traveling down the road, they've been able to enjoy us while traveling back and forth from their family. I got school tomorrow, and so well, thanks a lot, Adam.
We'll find out how many people think their bikes got stolen out of their garage.
Where's my bicycle? And then they're going to run out and say, do I have new handlebar tape?
No, your bike's been stolen, sir.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's great. Again, send us input. If you guys have used any of these products, certainly let us know. I will work on trying to get these products onto our website so that if you were driving and you didn't get them written down and you don't want to listen to us again, which I completely understand, you can look at it there. So.
They love us. So,
well, there's love us, and then there's listen to you again is totally different. So,
thank you, Ryan, again for joining the ranks of monthly subscribers.
Yes, greatly appreciated.
And everybody have a great day. And somewhere, somehow, some way, I know for Jim it has been recently. I've seen every picture. It's been a great day
for a bike ride.
All right, bye.
See ya.
Thank you for coming along with Adam and Michael on Road Adventures with Cycling Men of Leisure. If you have enjoyed this, please subscribe to the show on the podcast app of your choice.
Hey, we just wanted to remind you that we've got some really cool products at our Jersey and our swag store.
That's right. You can visit cyclingmenofleisure.com. At the top of the page, you'll find our stores page. Click there. There's 2 QR codes. The one on the left has a J on it. That's the store for the jerseys. The one on the right is just a swag store. Has all kinds of different items. Kind of customizable. You can kind of make the swag the way you want it. If the QR codes are giving you an issue, don't worry. Underneath, there's 2 buttons that you can click on. Thank you, and have a great day.